Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a good morning indeed. Wow, I talked about this literally yesterday, but at the same time, I didn't really believe it. I said that changes needed to happen, that they needed to occur, and that the coaching was one of them. And I kind of said that mostly as a call to arms because I didn't believe it would happen. And once again, just like another video we released like a long ass time ago, we were proven wrong within under 24 hours later. So Paul Maurice chooses voluntarily to resign as the head coach of the Winnipeg Jets. Now, you know what? And I kind of hold this in the same regard as we would say, as we've talked about anyone else who's played on the Jets. While it has not always been the most easiest time, his tenure will be remembered fondly in hindsight. He has 8 years behind him, and from those 8 years, there are plenty of playoff appearances, and there are plenty of series wins along there. Like 3 series wins in an 8-year span isn't amazing. However, given what he had to work with, I will graciously take that. We are in a new era, though, now. We are now in the Dave Lowry era. And I literally said this yesterday, and I'm so happy they made him interim head coach.
And they plan on keeping that for the rest of the season.
Yes.
Do not look for another one.
Don't look for another coach, because honestly, if we're being honest here, the entire mindset of the Jets is in-house. It's in-house. It's kept in-house. It is in the system. It is draft develop. It is coached from within. Now, people might be wondering, but Zach, is Dave Lowry being the head coach going to be a problem because Adam Lowry is playing on the Jets? No, because granted, there are two types of coaching fathers. This one, I believe, will be the better. So the first one is my kid will play all of it because my kid is the difference between us winning and losing. I don't believe Dave Lowry falls into that category. The category Dave Lowry falls into is I know how good my kid is, so he better play up to his potential. Otherwise, he's not going to get minutes. So I'm going to give him only as many minutes as he deserves to play. That is the column that I believe Dave Lowry falls into. Also, he is a goddamn professional. Like, this is different. Like, you'll be fine, honestly. So I watched bits and pieces of Paul Maurice's press conference, and it was very well said. I appreciated the fact that he seems to be gone on good terms. And also, like, this is a healthy breakup. This is a healthy breakup. How often do we get to see that? Like, rarely do people leave this city in such a healthy regard. Usually there's some crap, there's some BS. We don't get that proper good closure. We got it here, and I'm happy about it. And he was asked about staying in the organization, and he said it would be awkward, and that was the right answer. He said that they needed a new voice. That was the right answer. And he said that it was really challenging for him after COVID really hit. And you know what? That's the right answer. I totally understand that because you know what? For as much as we see people getting COVID on the team as more statistic and numbers and stuff like that, and we see like, oh, so we can't have this guy playing tonight, such and such. It was a lot more to the people involved, and I totally recognize that. So, with that being said, Paul Maurice, wherever you are, thank you for being mature enough to make the right decision. And yeah, your tenure will be appreciated. Now, moving forward, we have one of the coaches I wanted gone. That was Paul Maurice. Charlie Huddy is now on the hot seat, and I'm going to explain why. Charlie Huddy has been subpar in what he's produced defensively with on-par defensemen. Now, do I see Charlie Huddy being removed? Possibly. But again, assistant coaches are tougher to move than head coaches because assistant coaches rarely take the full blame. Very often you'll see it reflect on the head coach's job, not the assistant coach. However, the fact that we have a new interim head coach could see Dave Lowry going to different alternatives in terms of coaching staff. And I'd be okay with that. That's totally fine. That would be accepted. But honestly, all I could say is that I really look forward to the Dave Lowry era of the Winnipeg Jets. I really do. Like, this has the potential to do really good. I think Dave Lowry, I think the good news here is that Dave Lowry was a coach that was in the locker room already, so you have that at least understanding between the players. Also, too, if I'm going to be honest, people talk about the politics behind how we operate. The fact that Blake Wheeler is injured actually does work in favor of that because it's easier to game the room when the captain isn't there because you are the captain. You are the captain. As it said on that movie, you are the captain. There is no captain there. So it won't... Obviously, there's an ownership of the captain to let that coach take the reins, but now there doesn't even need to be that. So there you go. Honestly, that's about it. I'm just really optimistic. I think we're going to touch base with this again on tonight's game reaction. No stream tonight. There'll be a stream next week. Tonight's game reaction against the Capitals. So thank you so much for watching. We have a Reddit now. We have a subreddit. So go check that out in the description. And all of our other socials, honestly, especially if you want to get in touch with us. Because we're pretty receptive.
Join us on the Hot Garbage Sports Discord.
Yes, very much appreciated. And all that jazz, honestly. Go check out some of our other videos. Right here. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next time.